Hi, I'm Angela Ryder. Thanks for joining me. Today I want to talk about something that I think is a big reason why so many people feel like their intuition isn't working or like they don't have reliable access to their own inner guidance. From my experience and perspective, one of the biggest blocks is because of what we believe about how our intuition or any channeling works. Most of us, we think about connecting with our intuition or our guides or our higher self. We've learned to picture that we have to go out to get it, like guidance is somewhere that we have to figure out how to reach. So when we close our eyes and we try to quiet our minds, we're like straining to hear something, and then when nothing comes through clearly, we just assume we're doing it wrong or that we're not intuitive enough. Like it's some kind of hierarchy of access that we have to do some sort of hokey pokey special retrieval process to access the guidance. But what my spirit team has shown me is that the whole ascend and retrieve model is just a mental construct. And it's one that actually separates us from recognizing that we're already part of the system. That shift in perspective helped me become a clearer channel and develop a reliable daily relationship to receive intuitive guidance too. I wasn't chasing it anymore. I was inviting it in. And once you shift that perspective for yourself too, then your whole experience of developing your ability to receive clear intuitive guidance can change for you too. So here's the basic premise to start with. You're not going out to retrieve guidance. You are opening to receive it. That's the reframe. That changed everything for me. And I want to share a little bit about what that means practically, energetically, and how it works in your everyday life. So, as I always say, everybody's already wired for intuition because that's important to remember that everyone has the wiring in place to receive guidance from their higher self and spirit team. It's not a gift that only some people have. It's actually how we're built. So it's baked into our system. But what makes accessing our intuition feel hard is our conditioning and also not having an easy way to practice receiving it. We're taught from very early on to override what we sense and feel in favor of what we can prove and explain. And we're programmed that using logic and evidence is good and that our intuition is suspect and unreliable. And so we learn, we slowly and repeatedly over and over to turn down the volume on that channel that's actually trying to help us. So the result is that we walk through life kind of in a foggy lens over our inner knowing. It's still there though. It's still transmitting. We just can't see through the fog clearly, at least not enough to trust what we're getting. So the practice of developing your intuition isn't about acquiring something new. It's kind of like clearing the lens, tuning the channel, learning to receive and perceive what's already coming in, what's already there. So we want to shift from retrieving to receiving. And it is the biggest part that shifted things for me. It gave me a perspective that helped me out of the old school hierarchical structure about multidimensionality that I had. And I began to see who we are and how we connect with our guidance is interrelated, not separate. And a lot of guidance that about connecting with your intuition or meditating or reaching your guides has been telling us that we have to go up and out. Like the goal is to leave your body behind and access something external to yourself. Something higher, something separate, something, we have to earn or travel to. But the perspective that I most want to share today is your higher self is about above you, looking down. It's not a separate being you have to petition and beg to get something from. It's not better than, it's an extended part of you, the part of your consciousness that holds the wider view of your whole soul's plan. And it's in constant communication with your subconscious and unconscious mind, and it's been with you this entire time. So you're not trying to reach it, you're trying to become more aware of what is already transpiring, what it's already sending. So when I talk about opening to receive, I mean something embodied, like you're present, you're grounded here in your body, but with your awareness expanded to notice what's coming in through your senses. Your felt sense, your dreams, your sudden knowings, your psychic perceptions, synchronicities. So think of it as not going up and out to retrieve your guidance. You're expanding your conscious awareness, staying in your body, and then opening to receive it. And that will change how the practice feels for you. You don't have to strive or earn your way to a secret access path. That shift of perspective, that you're open to receive guidance from that expanded part of you, whether you're sitting and intentionally asking for it to come in or you're just going about your day. It's just an expanded part of you that is informing you and acts as your guiding light. And that framework sets the tone for receiving instead of achieving, but you still need to have a practice to create a reliable way to hear the guidance. And this is the part of what gets in the way and how we're going to clear it. So now that we've shifted our perspective, why might we not still hear the guidance clearly? And it's a couple things, but the most obvious one is our conditioning and the mental noise. So when our minds are flooded with our thoughts, our worries, other people's opinions, the general noise of the world, our intuitive signal kind of gets drowned out. It's still there, but it's like trying to hear someone speak quietly in a loud room. And the second is that we've been conditioned to dismiss what comes through. So what happens is even when we get a clear intuitive message, we second guess it. We rationalize it away. We decide we made it up. And over time, that causes that clear channel perception to fade because we're not used to paying attention to what's coming through it anyway. I mean, it can also do the opposite. If it's a vital part of our soul path, it can get louder and louder, trying to get our attention until we no longer have a choice point, and then the things that we've been ignoring blows up and we have a cleanup on aisle 5. But what we're talking about today is when we're trying to receive not only the loud guidance that's trying to get noticed, but also that subtle daily guidance that's always there. So that third thing, it's the subtle energetic interference. And most people are trying to receive guidance from a place of anxiety or urgency, which is absolutely understandable because we usually want guidance most when we feel urgent, that we need help. But having that anxiety narrows our perception, and it's hard to receive clearly when your nervous system is in fight or flight. So you need to have a practice of nervous system regulation as a foundation, because that is going to help your intuitive reception. When you can bring yourself even into a little bit more calm, take a breath, take a pause, take a time out, that channel is going to open and intuitive perception is going to increase, because a regulated nervous system is a more receptive one. So this is just my simple practices. They always work, but you do need to practice. These are 4 steps. You can do this every day. Takes 2 minutes, and you don't need any special equipment or elaborate ritual. You can do it to start the day, which is really great. If you like to work with dreams, you can do it before dream time. If you need help during any time during the day, give yourself 2 minutes. And your first step is just to open and ask. So that's going to be like intentionally pause to perceive yourself as open to receive. So you're just going to say, okay, I'm open to receive. And then invite your higher self and spirit team to connect in for delivering guidance. And you can do this with your hand on your heart or just with a clear internal intention. Ask for something specific, maybe a question that you're sitting with, or support for something you need help with, or whatever you need most to know or feel that day. The specificity can help to receive clear guidance because it focuses the channel on what you're asking for. I mean, it is your practice. You can also just say, I'm open to receive whatever is most supportive. But, if you can ask for something specific, it's going to help narrow your focus and the focus for the channel. And then step 2, you are going to intend to stay open and notice what comes in directed towards that. You don't have to strain for an answer and don't go looking for it. Just stay open and pay attention to what comes in. A feeling in your body, a sudden thought that seems to come from nowhere, something you might notice later in the day or in a dream or some kind of synchronicity happening. Because guidance doesn't always arrive exactly at the moment you ask. Sometimes it comes through in the next hour or the next day. The point is just to stay receptive and open. And also, remember, not everything is a sign. You can get distracted and create a lot of internal noise if you're constantly scanning and trying to find signs. Just notice if whatever it is, check in to see if it has an energy or meaning for you for now. Because not every time you see 1111 is it going to mean something. And the third step is acknowledge what you receive. This step actually really matters a lot, so don't skip it. So when something comes through or something happens, and you notice something that feels like a response, just name it. That you noticed it, that happened, even if it's just internally. I asked this, and this came through, or this happened, or this is what I sensed. And that act of acknowledging it is going to strengthen the channel and tunes you into how your intuition works for you. So you're training yourself to recognize when your intuition arises rather than letting it pass by unnoticed. Okay, step 4. Think of guidance as an invitation. Whatever comes through isn't a command or mandate that you must do it. It's an invitation to explore. You get to decide what you do with it. Sometimes you'll want to act on it immediately, and sometimes you're not ready and you just want to sit with it some more. And sometimes you'll decide it's not the right moment. It's your choice. The guidance is trying to show you what's available. Just be curious about it. So that's the bigger picture. Your intuition isn't a special ability you have to develop from scratch. You are the channel for receiving, and it's already part of you. The practice is learning to receive more clearly. And that's by clearing the noise, regulating your nervous system, and shifting from the perspective of having to go out and get guidance to staying present, asking, and then opening to receive it. And your team will bring you what you need to know. You're the conduit for your own multidimensional experience. The channel runs to and through you. It's how you receive from your extended consciousness, your higher self, your guides, and your spirit team. And the more you practice noticing, acknowledging, and following what comes through, even in small ways, the clearer and more accessible that intuitive channel and guidance becomes. You are guided, period. You always have been. You're just learning to get better at hearing it. So if you want support with this, like you'd like some help clearing the energetic or mental clutter so your own channel comes through more clearly, I have one-to-one sessions with clients in clarity sessions. You can find me at angelawriter.com, and the link is also in the description. And if this landed for you, subscribe, because I share this kind of practical guidance every week, and I'll see you in the next one.